This is an overview of FocusPoint, specifically focusing on the customer portal experience. So FocusPoint is an enterprise-grade B2B e-commerce system that can target B2B, B2C, D2C, and any combination thereof. Many clients run them concurrently, they're B2B and B2C. Now, when it comes to the customer portal, this is all about looking at their view in SAP. So this is an example for Interglass. They have sales reps for all their customers. The customer logs in and they're able to see everything about their profile in SAP, regardless if it was originated from the web. This is a true SAP portal. So here I can see my most recent orders, the outstanding invoices, and then down here I have different filters, so I can go back to when I first became a customer of this company, and I can see all my old invoices, download them if I need to do, for tax reasons. Everything is basically here is self-serve. I can search by document numbers, by SKU, by PO number, and of course there are a lot of other search engines. No two implementations are never quite identical, so in this case here, these are the 5 artifacts that they are providing for their customers. So order history, invoices, quotes, returns, and credit notes. So from here, I can go and look at different documents. So header information is going to be sitting here, so I can see where it was shipped to, the bill to, any currency information. My order lines, of course, are going to be here, invoice information, and those invoice lines, and so forth. And they can customize and send out constant notifications. They can use push notifications through our mobile app if they'd like. And they can even tie it to email and SMS. Lots of different options available. Looking at, say, another example here. This example is from a dental company. They have an additional search by item description, but they don't necessarily have any sales reps. So when they log in, their customers, they're just presented with their payment portal, as they call it, and you can brand it always to match what the customer experience you're looking for. So from here, I can go through and look at all my order history, again, my order lines. I can look at invoices. And the thing about the invoices here is if I had outstanding balances, I could just click off multiple checkboxes, pay on these all at once. I have options to use credit memos. I can do partial payments. I can mix and match. The payment options in FocusPoint are very flexible. We're also payment gateway agnostic, so we work with all basically major payment providers. Any payment gateway that's popular or been in the industry for a little while, we're supporting. I can also look at previous payments as an example, download those, how they were applied, and what were they applied to. So here I can see this was against, this is 3 different payments against a single invoice, for example. And I can see that here in the list. It's also important to provide customer statements, again, to cut down on that customer service requirement here, so I can see all my customer statements. What you're probably noticing is all of the artifacts that I'm showing you are PDFs directly out of SAP Business One. And that is the whole point. FocusPoint is the front end of SAP Business One. So this is the customer experience that they're getting. So if you're generating documents in SAP Business One for them, you may even be emailing them at one point. This is a chance for them to come in and get them right out of this particular system. So another example here of one that we haven't seen would be quotes. So this is a pharmaceutical company, again, without sales reps. So you can see that I can search by UPC and description. These are additional search criteria, similar to the item description that we saw back here. There's really no limit to what you can have for search criteria, as long as it's a data field on the SAP document. From here, I can download my sales order PDFs as well. I can expand these out and look at my batch allocations. So many times in pharmaceutical type industries or others where batch and lot management are very important, and they're coming basically from multiple suppliers, and you want to give transparency to the customer that a particular batch is in. They can attach it. You can have obviously multiple batches for sales orders and ship them as required. The quoting system is heavily used here. So in the case of this business partner, or sorry, this customer, they accept their quotes from business partners on FocusPoint on the commerce side of it. We can submit sales orders as draft, sales orders as unapproved or fully approved, or SAP quotes. So the system in their case is configured to receive quotes. So quotes come in, they get basically looked at by the internal sales staff, prices are adjusted, those kind of things. And then they come back into this portal, and the client has the option to click on Approve Quote. Once they approve the quote, then this SAP quote is then converted to an SAP sales order. So it just allows the customers to manage the quoting approval process even through this customer portal. Another popular item here is going to be the contracts or blanket agreements. It's the highest level of pricing that SAP has in terms of authority, but it's important that they get mixed and matched. So being able to order off a contract, and if that's depleted, even having some of that current sales order being priced at regular priced items. This particular installation is primarily used on a mobile device. So when I'm looking at this on a desktop, it's presenting to me in tablet mode. But of course, it can go right down. All our implementations can go right down to mobile. And there's, of course, the thick line options that can be downloaded that can work offline off of the Apple Store and Google Play. So when I'm looking at a particular contract here, I can see all the different SKUs that are on here, my price, the contracted quantity that I was looking to buy in pounds. Again, this is going to follow the SAP data, of course. How many have been delivered and how much is remaining on the contract. So I have 220 pounds remaining on this contract. I've only ever had 88 pounds delivered. So this is the price that I'm going to get while this contract is valid, for example. And then I'm going to be into either my VP special pricing or some other price list after that. I can add directly to the cart, of course, from the customer portal when I'm buying on blanket agreements. And there are options to have this generally available in the catalog as well. Now, speaking of catalog, I'm just going to show quickly the purchase history here, mainly because it's a generally hot feature on FocusPoint. What have I ever bought in the past that I can have in a grid to quickly order again? And it's all categorized, searchable. You can even barcode scan this particular screen, import from Excel. There's really no shortage of ways to order. One thing that FocusPoint does extremely well is make order placement very, very easy. However, this video is just concentrating on the customer portal aspects. So for more information, you can go to www.focuspointsap.com.